This is Olivia Bennett with the CHS Current Events broadcast, and we're keeping you in the loop. Welcome to our College Decision series, where we sit down with seniors and we ask them questions about how they came to their college decision. We have Alec Sellers here. He's a senior, and we're going to ask him a couple of questions about what his college search process has looked like. Alec, as far as applications go, traveling to different colleges, deciding what you want to do, what all has that looked like for you this year?
It actually hasn't been too big of a production. I got a lot of information in terms of like research for colleges from my mom. She actually gave me some ideas, suggestions. I actually have a scholarship that helped me a lot through the process of finding colleges. So in terms of applying and visiting, I only applied to four. I visited two of them. One of them was like just down the street. So it really wasn't that big of a production. I think I knew generally what I was going to get into. I already had my heart set on a college, and I got in. It was just a matter of money and getting in. So once that was all figured out, I was all set. So it wasn't that complicated for me personally.
Can you tell us a little bit about the four colleges you applied to?
Well, one of them, far reach, was Texas A&M. My end goal is to live in Texas. It's just been a dream of mine since a kid. I really love the vibe and just everything they have going on. The food, lower taxes is also a great benefit compared to Illinois. Great weather, but Texas A&M, I got in, but I didn't get in my program, which was it hurt a little bit, but my mom had already talked to me a lot about U of I and the program they have and the opportunities there. So I wasn't too heartbroken about it. When I did end up visiting U of I campus, then I knew that's where I wanted to be.
So you've officially committed to U of I?
I've officially committed to U of I. So.
What do you plan to major in at U of I?
I'm going into business undeclared, and how it works at U of I is you go in undecided for the business program, and then within the first 2 years, you officially decide what you're going to do. I plan to do marketing, but we'll see where that takes me. I also want to do psychology as well, whether that's a minor or a separate major. We will find out, but I definitely am very intrigued by psychology, so I'm going to study that.
So as Alec previously mentioned earlier, he received a scholarship, a very prestigious scholarship. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Yeah, it was the Horatio Alger National Scholarship Award, and that is for people that have come from humble beginnings and overcome adversity. It's named after Horatio Alger Jr. He was an author, and he wrote books about people started from humble beginnings and achieving the American dream. It was very prestigious. Like when we went to DC, they took us on a trip to DC, and we got to talk to so many people that went through the program, people that donated, people that had stories similar to that of Horatio Alger's stories. So it was an amazing experience, along with a $25,000 scholarship over 4 to 5 years for your undergraduate program. So it was an amazing experience. It was about a week long. They helped us through the process of finding colleges and everything you need to know, finance, budgeting. They genuinely just care about the people that get the scholarship. So there was 105, 106, I want to say, national scholars. So those are the ones that got $25,000 a year and got offered to go to DC. Then there's about 1,500 state scholars, which they get $10,000 over that undergraduate program. And then there was I heard a figure of 45,000 applicants. So I did the math, and to become a state scholar, it's like a 0.2% chance from application. And you can assume that people that applied are actually people that had great stories and achieved great things. So it's just a crazy experience. It was humbling, and it was one of the best experiences of my entire life.
Well, thank you, Alec. And out of curiosity, do you know how many other applicants from Illinois were selected for the program?
Yes, I do. They actually sat us at a table. They did one dinner, so they did a bunch of fancy dinners and breakfasts and lunches. And one of them, they had us sit with our respective states. And the state of Illinois had 3 people that were national scholars and invited. So we had 3. I remember California had 7, and then Canada had 10. So
Oh.
this pin is actually from a Canadian school. There's one of the Canadian schools. They're like, hey, can you take this pin? We want to take some pictures. Canadian pride. It was amazing. But Canada actually has a smaller population than California, and they had 10 scholars. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But overall, we're less than 10 times bigger than Canada. So if you do the math, they got less for their whole country population-wise, but it's spread out somewhere. I never saw anybody from Wyoming, so maybe there's no Wyoming scholars, but it was so awesome to see people from all around the country. I was expecting a lot of people to have like accents. Like there's this girl from Mississippi. She didn't have an accent, or at least what I would consider an accent. And then there was people from Maine. There's people from California. They didn't have accents. There was only like 3 people that I talked to that had like a heavy accent, and that was pretty interesting. I definitely thought there'd be a lot more. I realized how narrow my world is because like I'm just in Illinois. Like I never really expanded past that. So to see all these people that live their whole lives somewhere else, it's amazing. I can't imagine what it's like for like other countries, but just in America, like you feel like everybody's like so similar, but like I don't know, there's differences. But then there's similarities in terms of speaking. Like that's one thing that I thought would be completely different, but it wasn't. So that was amazing.
All right, well, we're super impressed with Alec, and we're very glad to be able to say that he goes to our very own Charleston High School. And we have one more question for you today before you leave. So, after committing to U of I, what information would you give to other people who may be interested in visiting that school?
Well, it's a very big campus, so I guess if you want a big campus experience, it is the place to go. The food is amazing. I'd say try out their smoothie shop. There's a smoothie shop. I forget what the name of it was, but it was inside one of the main buildings, and it was so good. And just talk to people. They're really friendly. Like if you get to know them, but that's like everywhere you go. I think being kind is a big deal just in general. U of I specifically, I think probably if you're gonna go there, get a bike or rollerblades, or they have bike rentals, but it's a very big campus, and just have fun. I don't know. Like I haven't gone there yet, so I can't give you the real insider info. But visiting wise, like just try to explore as much as you can.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time today, Alec, and we are very proud of you and everything you've accomplished. Good luck with your college career.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to our class of 23 on their college decisions.